So, my first show was 2 weeks ago. And I planned on doing 2 every week, maybe 1 a week, based on how much stuff is going on in the sports world. Next month, football is really going to get rolling, and I'll probably be cranking out 2 a week. Probably do at least a review and a preview. Do a review at the beginning of the week of what happened in the prior weekend. We'll probably be dropping those on Tuesdays so that we can talk about Monday Night Football. And then on Thursday, maybe we'll record it Wednesday night. Depends on if we want to go live or not. But we'll get it out before the Thursday game. NFL, college football both have Thursday night games now. So, yeah, but my first show was 2 weeks ago. And I planned on having it, like I said, at least once a week. And I've got a buddy who, his dad plays music. He's got a nice little studio, good quality mic, everything. So my plan was, I'd ask my buddy. He'd pretty much cleared it. He'd asked his dad, And so there was a bit of a delay. I ended up driving back into town. I was in Alabama for a while, so I was working up there, living with my grandparents, got a summer job. And then I came back down, and I just got lazy for a little bit. And so, obviously, I didn't get a show out for about a week, and then I, decided, okay, texted my friend we'd set up, I was going to come over to the studio, we were going to record, it was going to have nice audio, and we were going to be ready to roll. And then, we found out that his grandfather, they had found a tumor in his pancreas. So obviously my friend got a bit distracted, wasn't able to use the studio, and so that's just kind of why there's been a bit of a delay in getting a show out. But they're going through kind of a tough time right now. So what I did was, in the description, I just dropped a link. You don't have to go to it. It's there if you want to. Is the link to the GoFundMe page for his grandfather, who they're like I said, they're going through a tough time. Kind of tough economically as well. So if you guys, like I said, I just dropped the link there. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to. I'm not trying to force this on you, but it's there if you choose to. If you would like to donate, if you'd like to help them out. If not, just prayers, anything that would help. We'd greatly appreciate it. Yeah, so that's that. I just wanted to put that out there, do what I could, just throw it out there. If you choose to, that would be greatly appreciated. So, all right, let's move on. Let's get to better things. Let's see. So we talked some trade deadline. Baseball still has about at least maybe 2 weeks until it gets really entertaining. So the trade deadline was fun, but I'm still not much incentive to watch baseball. I will tell you, those playoff runs are fun. When you get late in the regular season and teams are, you actually, there's a win now attitude. That's where it gets pretty entertaining. So, yeah, and the trade deadline set up what looks like is going to be a great end of the season. So, AL East will be interesting. The Blue Jays made some like I said, acquisitions. Damn. Acquisitions. So can they steal the division from the Yankees? I mean, who knows? A-Rod's been doing great, but can he hold off Tulo and David Price and a Blue Jays lineup that I think gets a little bit overlooked sometimes? So AL East will be interesting. The Astros, I'm ready to see the Astros make a deep playoff run. But enough baseball. Let's get to some college football because that's my forte. So we are 31 days, I believe, away from the start of the season. South Carolina opens up that Thursday night like they usually do. I believe Vanderbilt plays that weekend too. I don't have it pulled up right now. But, so just an excuse for some more speculation. Let's go. So, the college football awards, not the Heisman, but, your Davey O'Brien, your Doak Walker, your Walter Camp, your Maxwell, all those awards, is position-specific awards. If you want to follow along, I wrote an article for the AOSN. It's on the front. It's still on the front page. It's it'll also be in NCAA football category and the AOSN specials category if you want to check that out. But yeah, so if you want to follow along, just you can look at that because we're going to be talking about those awards, and I'll talk about them in the order that they're on the website. So if you want to see what I've written, give some clicks, whatever, check out the site anyways. I mean, it's a great site, very professionally run. Anyway, so the first awards that I'm going to talk about is the Maxwell / Walter Camp, because both of these awards go to the best player in college football. So, and for some reason, every year someone different wins them. It doesn't make any sense, but whatever. Anyway, my preview for both of them is the same, so I just combined them. But last year, Marcus Mariota got both of them. He basically swept the awards last year. He won the Heisman, Maxwell, Walter Camp, Davey O'Brien, which I guess for a quarterback, those were the 4 that you can win. So yeah, he had a great season last year. You can't dispute that, despite getting blown out in the national championship against Ohio State. Mariota had a great regular season. 1 loss to Arizona. So yeah, I've linked to both of the watch lists if you want to look at the full thing. But so my top 3 for this award. Number 1 is Trevon Boykin, quarterback from TCU. He is, I think, the favorite to be in the Heisman race this year, which in turn means he'll be the favorite for the Maxwell and the Walter Camp. Quarterback, turn receiver, turn quarterback. This guy's extremely versatile. Threw for 3,900 yards, rushed for over 700. Just a great dynamic playmaker, and TCU is looking like a playoff team. So whatever success they have, it's sure to come from him. And with that attention and with that success, he's going to get looked at a lot for all of these awards. Second, I combined Cardale Jones and JT Barrett because you can only have one quarterback. The two quarterback system never works. So whoever wins the starting job at Ohio State is going to, like I said, be surrounded by the best team in college football. Both of these guys have experience. Cardale Jones doesn't have a lot of experience, but the 3 games he played in were the Big Ten Championship, in which they blew out Wisconsin, just destroyed Wisconsin. The first playoff semifinal, which he shredded Alabama's defense, and the national championship, which they kind of tore apart Oregon too. JT Barrett had a great regular season, put up huge numbers. So, whichever guy wins, he is surrounded by a great team. And whoever wins it has every chance in the world to make a splash at award time. Third, Ezekiel Elliott, the tailback at Ohio State. Now I know, this is going to come down to if Ohio State is more pass heavy or run heavy, because they can do either one. They have 2 great quarterbacks, so whichever guy's there can throw the ball, or they can run the ball, because we also saw in the national championship that they have a pretty damn good run game. So if Ohio State decides that they want to be a run team this year, because they can do either, Ezekiel Elliott is going to benefit greatly, I think. He's very athletic. He can make plays. And, he's just one of those guys that's, just a great athlete, put in a great system, and very good chance to, be considered the best player in college football this year. Now, for a sleeper, I put Leonard Fournette. Now, I know last year, I guess, relatively was not a great season for him. There were a lot of expectations. But he's still Leonard Fournette. He's still that, extremely hype recruit. And he's got the athletic ability. He just needs to have a better technical, more focused year. And what helps him a lot is that LSU's quarterbacks are awful. So they're going to have to run the ball a lot. And he's a returner who, he's got the ability to flip the field. So, he's a really impactful player. And I think if the stars align, man, he can take over the college football world this year. The next award is the Bednarik Award. Jake Mitchell Show, One Take Podcast Nation. If you want to email, it's the Jake Mitchell Show at yahoo.com. Tweet at @DJakeMitchell. So the next award, like I said, is the Bednarik Award for Best Defensive Player. 2014, it was Scooby Wright from Arizona. Man, I love that name. He was the first Bednarik winner award.